I should be recording this. You missed nothing if you're watching the VOD. This is the first race. Also, I'm playing with my community for this one. Oh, God, I love the little taunts they put on the costumes. Alright. This isn't. Oh, no! Oh, thank goodness. Hey! Hey, 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 hey! Oh, that was so close! If it wasn't a booster like that, it would have totally hit him. Oh my goodness, I'm doing awful. Oh, the bounce! There's that red shell is still chasing. Shoot. Something hit. Dangerous position to be in here. No, 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 no! Oh. The struggles from second to first mean nothing to the people behind you. Oops. Oh, for goodness sake, I should have saved that. Whoa! Oh! Please. Dear God, no. Oh, Lord in heaven! I haven't like played like this with you guys in Mario Kart in quite a while. Time that well. Wow, she is far ahead. Wow, you couldn't have timed that any worse. No! I stole your star! Brother! These squabbles are meaningless if we cannot get past the one in first! Brother! Alright, now you can fight me instead! Taking the inside corner. Nice and snug. Ooh. God, my triceps are killing me from yesterday's workout. Looking forward to Mario RPG? Hell yeah. It's been a while since I played the SNES one. I played it on the Wii Virtual Console back in the day. Good show! Jolly good show! Bad show. There we go. Last costume. I think this is the last costume I have to wear, is the Birdo one. Oh man, am I gonna spit out an egg when I go off a jump? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Someone's either choosing their cart or they're joining in. You know who else is having a good show? Vancouver. Oh no, bro! I feel like I associate that more with I associate that more with Broly than I do with Muscle Man, because of Lythero's Dragon Ball Fighters videos. Because of Gary, yeah. Twitch.tv/Zizix_. Oh, for... Ah, cripe! Oh, that was close and dangerous. It was clangerous. Ooh, that was a boomerang. That was a lot of shells and somebody colliding into a wall. You still think Brian faked the moon landing? At the risk of getting beaten up again by Brian, no. I do not think he faked the moon landing. Oh god, the star threw him off my game! Oh, jeez. You seen Lythero's new Marvel vs. Capcom video? Yes, also watch it if you haven't. Because YouTube has been doing a really good job at screwing over Lythero. And even if YouTube wasn't screwing over Lythero, you should watch it anyway because they're really good videos. He puts so much work into them. And they're really well done. He hires like a bunch of animators for them. Sorry, Funky Kong. Hey, bud, what are you doing? I wonder if that one changes as to what they're doing, like, lap by lap. Oh, no. This is the end of the road, my friend. The end. Rigby, I feel, well, I mean, like, Rigby had growth throughout the entirety of regular show, but, like, my god. I hate characters that are just, like, greedy and lazy for absolutely no purpose. Like, when you watched Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, didn't you want to just, like, punch Beauregard Q Kazoo in the face? Like Hilda, yes. Hilda should not get a pass because she's attractive. We're going to mine? What about Peter Griffin? Peter Griffin is weird. I feel like Peter Griffin was more Flanderized. Like, because early seasons Peter Griffin wasn't nearly that bad. Yeah, I'm just gonna, like, whenever I'm in this course now, I'm just gonna keep thinking of, like, Genshin Impact, Fontaine, and the Water Archon. You could have not. You could have not. You could have not! Oh, for goodness sake. And for the longest time, a star was like the end-all, be-all of like any any item. Shoot. Oh, man, I don't know this track well enough to be able to drive underwater well. I didn't mean to throw that forward! I did it. I played myself. Woo! I managed to stay on the outside of that one. I hear a lot of, like, motion around me, but I don't know where it's coming from. Oh, shoot. I missed the shortcut. Well, shorter cut, rather. Ooh, Aelita, thank you for the— well, thank you for the raid, Bulba Sweep! Babashar! You'll never catch me now. Not now that I've switched into maximum overdrive. Boop, here are them countermeasures. I think we've got one more race, and I'm gonna change the room up so that way more people, different people can join. What have you done? Really like, I like Bowser's Castle 3. With the lobby by complete accident earlier. Oh, I apologize for that. You could have— oh wait, no, the code isn't on screen anymore. I like Stewie when he was evil, when he was in his like evil genius phase. I feel like people are dropping like flies here. Oh, they just turned back into his other me. Oh wait, we got 12 now. Did the code show up at all? Or maybe somebody else showed up instead. This is the last race and somebody has 2 points. I don't know, there's like a difference, but like, early season Stewie and later season Stewie feel like 2 different characters. What I liked about early season Stewie was that it was like an evil genius with like, you know, with a graduate grade vocabulary, but still like all the understanding of the world of a baby, you know? Like when he was trying to figure out why the man in white was coming to put him back in the womb when it was just the doctor who gave him birth. And he thought that like the celebration of the birthday was him going back in. That's the Stewie I like. I still like him as friends with Brian. Yeah, I mean, like that's still good too. But again, they feel like 2 different characters. There's no way I'm gonna be able to just— well, it's not gonna matter now. I was gonna say, there's no way I'll be able to just sneak by without getting hit by the, without getting hit by— you fuck. Without getting hit by that. Please no. Thank goodness. One thing I also feel about Family Guy recently is that, like, the show seems to be made to make, like, short, like, the show seems to almost be built on short-term content, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like a lot of their jokes work well in, like, in a vacuum, as opposed to working as, like, as part of a bigger episode. I feel like when I see, like, Family Guy compilations, the individual jokes work better that way than the overarching story. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Whoo! My name is Cleveland Brown. You know what I remember from the Cleveland show? Can I play it? Does it count as a cover? It's a mashup between the More Ardain theme and the Cleveland show intro. I gotta get into a new group here. Yeah, Corey, if you could find it, link it. Because I don't know if I could play it on stream without getting... No, whatever. Hang on, let me look for it. More Ardain... Here we go, Cleveland show. Volume warning. Oh yeah, that was that. I think I am gonna do one race at one of my friends' games. I'm just gonna invade Austin's game. Oh, game audio is still muted. Thank you. For letting me know. Is he live? Is he on Go to Bedcast right now? It's just him in the... Hey, Austin.
Oh, hi, Tom.
Bingo! Are you live right now?
Yeah.
Same here.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Will you be staying around?
I'm probably gonna do my thing where I play one race and then leave.
Gotcha. While you're here, it's an open lobby chat.
Yep.
If anyone wants to join in, room code is on the title of the stream. But I can.
You can watch this over at twitch.tv/gotobedcast.
Yeah. Very unique raid.
Actually, if that's the case, you know, I might as well stay.
Yeah, I fell. I was watching a shortcut on this track. That's new. When you go in the little like the little little zero gravity section that's just like a short ramp off, you're already past it.
Okay, so it's like where it kind of like goes up in like a half pipe and then drops back down to another one. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just skip the blue part, and like lead because the rails don't go all the way up to the blue part, and you can just cut through the end of that, and that saves a lot of time.
I noticed that a little bit because I switched over. Oh God, what the worst time to get hit by a shell. Because instead of like jumping off of it, I still hit the blue part, but I'll drift into it instead of going like straight up.
Yeah, if you just drift a little sharper and avoid the blue entirely, it'll just put you right over safely. And that saves a lot of time. And anytime you can skip blue parts, as cool as they are.
Yeah. I do love that anti-grav. There's also a reason for it now, because now the anti-grav jumps give you like those poses in the Mii costumes.
Right. That shortcut is so easy to do.
Oh my God, yeah, that's super easy to pull off too.
Yeah, it's easy and it saves so much time.
Anybody wants to use a lightning right now, that'd be great.
Don't talk about lightning right now. Oh my God.
Oh, I think I touched a nerve.
When we started and we were just doing the 8 tracks, I don't know what setting was like different. But every race had lightning in it, and then some races had 2 lightning. There was there were 2 races where the lightnings were 5 seconds apart from each other.
It feels like in it feels like in this in like this update, lightning occurs more often. I had to see like a what is it? A Grand Prix race like against CPU that had 3. There were 3 lightnings. 2 of them were back to back.
God, yeah. And we were saying, someone mentioned it earlier that they were reduced. I felt that they reduced it like in a couple patches ago, that's based purely on feeling. That's all on feeling. This feels you could probably like make statistical data out of it now, and it's like enough to see it. But I mean, it comes and goes. It was data mined that it was reduced by 2%. Then I think there's a bug.
Jeez.
If it was data mined, then I think there's a bug.
Let's go back. All right. Let's go back to a classic. I want to do the figure 8 Mario circuit. Oh, we're full. Wow.
Nice, good stuff.
Including races including Guy Fieri.
Yeah. World champion.
World champion Mario Kartist Guy Fieri.
Yeah, I don't know if it was ever like reduced before. I think they were saying it wasn't, but yeah, it felt like it because it was like when the DLC came out and it was like, man, I'm gonna start playing this game online more often. It felt like it was happening every race when the first wave dropped, and then it stopped feeling like that afterwards.
I feel like it also depends on how many people you play with.
We were also saying that too, yeah, because I was getting deja vu when we thought of that, because I feel like we discussed that on a previous stream that we did on G2B in one of these lobbies. That like the lightning rates can depend just on how many people are there. So we'll see what happens now.
The person I'm in the call with right now is Austin SV. I recommend going to check out his YouTube channel. He does reviews of ports of video games. What was your most recent one? It was updates to the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters, right?
Yeah, because they had the console releases, so I had to talk about that. The next one is Baten Kaitos, which I am working on as we play, because I am waiting on a... Have you ever know anything about Baten Kaitos?
I know that there's an item in the game that takes 2 weeks of real game time to unlock.
Yeah.
The only reason I know about that is from the 100% speedrun.
Yeah, not for that item, but there was a card. So it has cards. It's a card-based JRPG, and the items you get age.
That's right.
depend on time, and they use it in like so you get like green bananas when they're still like they're
ripe.
just picked.
Yeah.
When they're green bananas, they are a weapon. They do damage. When they are yellow, they heal, and then when they are bruised, they do damage again. So things like that. For what was changed, they made it so when there's an item you get when you combined 2 different types of wine with beer, and it's called a strange brew. And it's a drink in North America. In Japan, it's a like food.
Mm-hmm.
So in Japan, that food ages into rotten food, and then in North America, it ages into vinegar. Waluigi Stadium.
Wah.
Oh yeah, because it was giving. Gord, did it just pick you again? Did it pick you again in a 12 person lobby? Oh, now it's a lot easier to decide. Yeah, no CPU. We're good.
Shoot, I change my card every time, so.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
Well, you'll have time.
Yeah. What was the code? I think we got a full room right now, so we're not gonna be able to switch into that at the moment.
Yeah, if it might as well be Gord's lobby at this point. How often it's picking his tracks. Yeah, but we'll be going for a while, so.
I'm probably gonna duck out in about 45 minutes.
Alrighty. That's about as long as they were planning to go anyway.
Okay.
That works out. And that's this card aging stuff isn't even the wildest part of it. The wildest part of Baten Kaitos is the photography mechanic, which I don't even have to really talk about in the video. But I think it's the way photography mechanic works is insane for a turn-based JRPG.
Yoshi's Island. That's, yeah. I am like mad curious now because when I think of a photography mechanic, the first thing that comes to mind is like Dead Rising.
It's I gotta say about Baten Kaitos in general first. Baten Kaitos is it is a product of an all-star cast of Monolith devs and Chrono Cross.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's not Takahashi from Monolith.
Right.
It's they were still working on Xenosaga at the time, but it was it was another project going on at Monolith outside of Xenosaga was Baten Kaitos. So while they were working on Xenosaga, they were also but it feels there's Monolith DNA in there, as is Chrono Cross DNA. If you like Chrono Cross or Monolith games, there's something to like about it. But the first game, it's chaotic in its game design. That's the only way I can think of it. And it reminds me of how like wild of mechanics Chrono Cross and like Final Fantasy VIII have, because those are such experimental JRPGs. And they're so wild. Baten Kaitos has way more experimental stuff going on than Chrono Cross or Final Fantasy VIII.
I need to play more JRPGs and also find time to play more JRPGs.
Yeah, Mario RPG will be a good one. Yeah. I know you probably already played it.
I did. I played that one. God, man, it must have been over a decade ago on the Wii Virtual Console.
Was that 2 lightnings?
I don't know.
I wasn't paying attention. I was in a thing for that one. Yeah, Mario RPG is not terribly long. But
Final Fantasy VIII, I know, is 4 discs.
Final Fantasy VIII is 4 discs.
Was 9 also 4 discs? Or they reduced that down to 3.
I think it. I don't remember. I'd have to look at the shelf. Legend of Dragoon, I'm pretty sure is 4 disc as well.
Dang.
There's a few. Depends on it. The size of the disc. All that changes is pre-rendered videos. So that shows all that really is how many 3D cutscenes there are. Baten Kaitos, I think both of them are 2 discs on GameCube. Just like Symphonia is.
There are 2 Baten Kaitos games.
Yeah.
What's the first one? Because I couldn't tell from the titles of the games themselves.
Oh god. It's a long subtitle, so I'm struggling to remember it. And in the remastered, they just call it 1. Baten Kaitos: Eternal Wings and the Endless Ocean. I think it's Eternal Wings and the No, Last Ocean? What does the L stand for? I don't see someone probably said it in Tom's chat.
Turtle Wings in the Lost Ocean.
Lost Ocean.
And that's the first game?
That's the first game.
Okay.
The second one is just Baten Kaitos Origins.
I think it's a
prequel.
I think I have Origins then and not Eternal Wings.
Well, I was about to say I would recommend playing Origins, even though it is a prequel and there's context to it. Origins is just a very good game.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. I even like the idea of everything that's left of humanity is these islands floating in a ocean of clouds.
What? Gee, where have I heard that before?
Yeah. So it's there. It's got that DNA to it. So the photography mechanic in Baten Kaitos 1, you don't make money from doing fights and like picking up money off of fights. The only way you make money in Baten Kaitos 1 is taking pictures of enemies and selling the pictures. The way the pictures work is there is a exposure modifier. So if you take a photo in a dark cave or a dungeon or in a forest, or if you take it like some ways that's too bright, there's a little bit of a penalty to it. So you need to cast light or dark magic to adjust the exposure to get the proper bonus. And
that
it
is
seems
wild.
I need to test it and see it like how, because people have just said that's removed in the remasters. It doesn't. There's no modifier to it in the remasters, but I'm a little unsure of that in my playtime. I'm unsure if they totally removed that. But it's hard to, if they didn't remove it, it's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, you have to worry about
mechanic,
exposure.
Though. Yeah, it's like here we're gonna create a video game, a JRPG no less, that teaches you about how cameras work.
Right. And requires your have somebody that can cast magic to worry about it.
Yeah. What if,
I love it.
What if,
It's
like,
like
what if that was the only like reason for magic to exist in that game was just for the photography mechanic? Like you can use it in battle, but it's not nearly as good as like melee or range class, like physical attacking classes. And really, it's just like, yo, camera guy, and he's just like, I went to magic school for like 7 years, and this is all I'm doing. I'm a photographer now, I guess, Mom. Are you proud of me?
It's kind of, there's two magic casters and they're a little lacking, but funny enough, I think the main character, from what I was reading in guides, the main character is, who should be like an all-arounder, is just the weakest one. The weakest potential party member. Well, I ran into my own bomb there.
That was quite the throw.
And Baten Kaitos 1 also took me a while for it to hook me with its story. There's a point,
Out of my way.
a disc and a half in to Baten Kaitos 1. There's a plot point that was, it's not a huge surprise, but it was a good hook. And now I'm like, all right, I gotta like, this is turning around on me. And then Baten Kaitos Origins is kind of just good the whole way through.
It's kind of like, you're talking about like you mentioned Tales of Symphonia before. It's kind of like the opposite of that, where the first game kind of hooks you immediately, and then the second game's kind of dull.
Right. It's also just Symphonia in general, because Symphonia hits you with every JRPG trope in the book until it like unfolds more. That's kind of like its point, which is a really cool idea. Goes on a bit, but
I don't like that idea though, where like they're finally developing this like big RPG for next generation console hardware. It's like, we have the room for this. We can put in everything we've ever done in every RPG.
We can do it all at once. There are also, just out of like GIFs, probably like on Tumblr, but in general, there's a couple spots in Baten Kaitos where I've seen it out of the context of knowing what it is, because there's such interesting dungeon designs in a few of them. there's just some interesting locations and pre-rendered background art that looks really good. So there's probably a few spots like recognizing a song from an artist, but you never heard it until later.
Guy Fieri just ran into a bomb.
Like you've always heard that song, but you didn't know who did it.
Oh yeah.
You didn't know it was a Beatles song. Things like that. It's like that with some parts of Baten Kaitos, now knowing. But it's crazy to me that they didn't like put any emphasis on the fact that this was a Monolith game. Like Monolith, that name has a lot of weight to it now. Monolith is a fucking seal of quality.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about when it first came out, not the re-release. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Right.
Now.
Yeah, no, I forgot about Tri-Ace too. It's a Tri-Crescendo, which comes from connected to Tri-Ace, who did the Star Ocean games, is also connected to it. For the sake of music. So I'm starting to like the second game's music more. But it's especially looking back on it now, it's formed by a pretty all-star cast of developers. Granted, it was just at an earlier time. I think Origins holds up very well. Is
the remake both games or just one?
It's both.
Okay.
Yep. It's got, right now though, the performance issues make me like so frustrated. I would honestly might say wait and see if they ever put it on another platform. I don't know if that would happen though, because Baten Kaitos 2 was a Bayonetta 2 and 3 situation. Iwata was the executive producer of Baten Kaitos Origins. Like that's a Nintendo published game. Oh come on! Did someone else hit that bomb?
No.
Did you see that?
On my screen, you ran into it.
I ran right past it. God damn it! So there's a chance that collection, those remasters, might not come out on another platform. And I wish they would, because the performance is so aggravating. But if you play it on original, you gotta use a GameCube controller, and you gotta use that GameCube D-pad.
Oh yeah, that tiny little thing. Can't remember which game used the D-pad in it, but I remember getting blisters from that the GameCube D-pad.
Yeah, I've had fights go horribly wrong because with the stuttering frame rate in Origin, it matters more in Origins. There's fights I have lost or have had to come back from really dumb circumstances just because I picked the wrong cards, because when it lags, it either delays your inputs or it just straight drops them.
Oh jeez.
And I have to...
It's like unintentional buffering then.
Yeah. I got to and I'll be able to show that too. I'll have an overlay and everything showing inputs and then just showing them dropping.
So yeah, if you haven't already, anybody on my stream checked out Austin's port reviews, go do that.
Yeah, that's what all this research is gonna be for that video. And that's this kind of discussion is what is what those videos are full of. I had another point to bring up, but it will come back.
I go through the comments of those videos sometime, and there's like see so many people who miss the entire point of the video.
Right.
Where it's like, I mean, like it's good that you're getting like the comments for engagement, but like I love the fact that like they have like such definitive answers where it's like, oh, play this version, the rest of them are trash.
Oh yeah. Before the videos, it's like a 10-minute video, and before 10 minutes have passed since uploading, it's
people have already like said what version to play.
Now, sometimes they're not wrong, but it's still a little inconsiderate.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're not wrong, but at the same time, it's a,
God. Like the occasional ones that are like the occasional ones that are just like rude for like no reason.
Right.
Like, why did you even watch this video if you didn't care about the subject matter?
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. That's That's with like a Final Fantasy VIII video. It's like the answer, none of them.
Yeah, it's like.
And after playing, you know, there's a lot of like critique of 8, but 8's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
There's worse. It's certainly a very exploitable, but I think it's a fun kind of exploitable. That's my favorite thing about Final Fantasy VIII is exploiting the fucking combat. Working the card game, and before even like the first mission, farming cards you really shouldn't have yet during the first mission. I think 8 can be a lot of fun just exploiting it. And the fact that they just give you that power.
Did they patch any of those, or is that only in the original?
No, that's still in all of them.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Oh, yeah, I kind of wonder that then. They must have, like, I wonder if they knew about the problems and,
it's intentional.
And knew that they were fun, so they left them in.
Because that's totally intentional.
That's funny.
Looking through if I had anything else that I was gonna care about.
The code for the room is on the screen. How many people we got in here right now? 8? 9? 9. So we got 3 slots left right now.
Yep, feel free to join in.
Also, what's going on, Andrew? Thank you for the sub. Who should I be? I'll be me.
The game's had a English dub, and they removed the English dub from the remaster, and I'm still trying to figure out how best to show why, because I don't have an explanation for why they removed it.
For Final Fantasy VIII?
No, for
Baten Kaitos?
Baten Kaitos.
Okay.
Both of them, they removed the English dub from both. And Baten Kaitos Origins had a pretty good dub. Baten Kaitos 1's dub sounds like a late 90s, early 2000s Western cartoon. I'm in like a limited budget one. I don't want to say like...
On a scale of Tales of Symphonia to Mark Hamill as Majima, where would you put it?
Lower than that.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely lower than that. Though, I mean, Lloyd carries it a bit, but still. Yeah, I think it's a little lower than that. I don't have an apt comparison. Outside of, like, I can't even think of the cartoons.
Someone in my chat was asking, wasn't it because of the audio quality that they didn't put in the dub?
Nope, because, and I'll tell you why they asked that, because in Baten Kaitos on GameCube, for both for one, it has like this kind of like echo or phasing effect to it. It sounds like doubled for some reason, but the raw files don't sound like that. The raw files on the disc don't have that effect.
Okay.
So that's not an issue for it. So why they
didn't include it is kind of like not.
It's still
no
like
there isn't an apparent reason as to why they.
The explanation, like they did an interview that I think there might have been something mistranslated in the interview, possibly. But it was something about with I had to pull it up to accurately say what it was, but they did say something in an interview. It's just what they said didn't make sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something with adaptation for modern era in regards to emotion. It's a really confusing statement, and they did make script changes. Right, so the script isn't the same, so the voice lines aren't going to be accurate.
Right, yeah,
if they were in there.
So they'd have to they would have to get them back in for re-recording if they were to do that, or just scrap it and do the whole thing over again.
Yeah, at that point, for one, they definitely would have just wanted to redo it. It's going to be a confusing mess. not looking forward to comments. It's because it's gonna be a mess trying to like properly explain it.
Everybody's favorite item, the piranha plant.
I think there's an issue from when they originally, like, this is a problem with the original localization, where in the Japanese versions, you play as your protagonist, but your protagonist has a spirit guardian, and you are the spirit guardian. They will physically look at the camera and look at you to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
And you name yourself and everything. And in Japanese version, there's a gender select in both games. In the localization, they took the gender select out of the second game and you default to male. And the game rarely uses pronouns. There's like one or two instances where they do, and when they do, they say he. So I mean, there's a mistake there, because it's not like vague. It's supposed to be like you were the player. You are the player. But they made that odd call of just removing the gender select. It's possible they might have done that. If I'm still looking at this, if the dialogue in Japanese didn't need to change pronouns, because that works differently in Japanese. So I don't know if there's alternative dialogue, basically. And I don't know if that alternative dialogue is said differently.
In Japanese dialogue, they generally don't use, like, pronouns terribly much.
So it's hard to tell. That's what I'm still, like, researching.
Someone in this race is playing as my VTuber avatar.
Though there are other weird calls, because it's one of those games that had religious censorship in the West. And they kept that in the remaster.
What the hell?
There's a song for a boss that has the lyrics "Praise the Lord," and then it's kind of like in the Western version, it's kind of like incoherent, and then in the remaster they made a third version that just praise his name. But I mean, it's like a compromise between the two, and it sounds fine. It's not a huge deal. At least in the remaster, it sounds fine. There's another moment where the main character is put on a cross, and he wakes up on the cross, and there's like no it's just like
like not really like an iconography thing. Like it's just a cross. Like there's no like religious connotation to it.
Yeah, he's just kind of there. But in the Western version, they took the cross out and put him on a block instead. And then in the remaster, it is a block in both versions. Though from what I can tell, they didn't update the text in Japanese, so when you click on it, it still says cross, despite being a block.
I don't know.
But anyway, a lot of that is superfluous. It's still Origins is still very much worth playing. Just
thinking about how like they'll remove some of that from sometimes, it just makes me think of Yu-Gi-Oh, where what was it, in like the last season with Zork, that like demon thing with like the dragon sticking out of like his lower abdomen. They just extended, like they basically just like connected the neck to like the neck of the dragon to like the main body's neck, so it just looks like really. It looks like he's just got like a giant tent for a front torso.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. That's a good example. I liked when they did the Battle Network Legacy Collection. They just brought in everything that got removed in English before, and it just fully embraced that. And then here it feels like there was just a need to preserve that. I don't know who would really like be bent out of shape about it, because depending on the audience for Baten Kaitos, because of the main themes of the game, though, it's in you know how Advance Wars was delayed.
Yeah.
If Baten Kaitos was like the scale of like Final Fantasy in terms of popularity, it probably would have been delayed. For much the same reason.
Interesting. You ever see the interviews with the guy who made Evangelion about like the Christian iconography?
That it didn't really mean anything.
Yeah, because it's just like, I thought it just looked cool.
Yeah. Oh, name literally V2 Tom, yeah.
Like, Jesus is also canonical in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Because in, what was it? Starting in part 6, part of the things that they're looking for are part 7. They're looking for the like sacred body parts or something like that. Essentially, they're parts of Jesus' body that like enhance the powers of stands. I'm pretty sure they localized that as well. The Holy Corpse parts, yeah.
Ironic. That's a good part of the plot of Baten Kaitos. Not for Jesus, but for an evil god.
What was it for Baten Kaitos?
Oh, just an evil god.
Oh, okay.
I shouldn't say much more than that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
That is like the a good plot point.
Basically par for the course for Monolith.
Yeah, really.
What's wild is about racing someone as good as the person in first is currently is that even in second you fall so far behind, you're getting like 9th place items.
At least it's not as bad with Lightning. The Lightning hasn't been as bad.
Yeah.
It's definitely an improvement. It could just be a comms thing.
That's true.
But we didn't have it when we were when on your stream.
Yeah.
But I mean that could have been the frantic items. Because if it was put in a priority over triple items, then that's less priority for Lightning.
Yeah. I have not seen Baki, but I have seen the memes from Baki. Like where the guy makes the invisible food for the guy and then flips the invisible table.
I feel like I've seen that too.
There were a few of those. Oh, there was the one meme that people were throwing around for a while where like people thought it was actually from the manga, but it wasn't, where it's the guy and he's just a head sitting in a hospital bed. You have to have seen that one, right?
I probably have. If I see it, I'll probably recognize it.
See if I could find it.
Damn, that went horribly.
Baki, there it is, hospital bed meme.
Plotting a few anime. The first thing I think of with it is Castlevania 2.
It's so fucking stupid.
Finding parts of Dracula.
Oh yeah! There's the meme.
I haven't seen this in a while, but I know I've seen it, yeah.
Let me see if it'll give me the link in chat. No, I'll copy the image link. Post it in my chat. In the normal one, it's just that he's missing a leg. But
like how far they took it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other Baki memes. The only two I can think of are the one with the invisible food and the hospital bed. He's fine, just walk it off. Listen, I'm pretty sure the TF2 mercenaries have walked away from worse.
Yeah. They have died and come back, so.
Yeah, true. I want to play that on stream, but even if like with like the community servers that have like extra like padding for like bots and whatnot, I'm still not sure.
I just remembered this from earlier. Do you think Pauline's horn sounds like Peter's laugh?
I need to hear it.
Yeah, you hear it again. And hopefully I will not be the only one with this curse. Chat never reaffirmed if they hear it, so it may just be me. But I can't unhear it.
It's time to jump up in the air. Man, those bananas did work for me. Good.
Works for me. Yeah, we both had star for through that.
Oh my goodness, we actually caught up to the first person in first. It's a miracle. That Ta person is very good at this game.
Mm-hmm. No way.
Oh no, what happened?
So I was point blank behind Ta, and I had a red shell, and I threw that red shell. They still got the horn off from point blank.
Oh no!
So they were watching. They were preemptively new to watch back, and their reaction time is immaculate.
Oh god, there she is. They. Oh god. That was the last red shell you have, right? No! We can't beat them.
I'm sorry to wherever Nick ends up.
Oh, but oh, never mind. That's probably gonna go for me. Oh, thank goodness.
All right, Mrs. Puff, what's Nick's final score? Ooh. Yeah, sorry about that, Nick.
What was that meme again? Or the joke from SpongeBob?
6.
6. And how many do I need? 6. Ooh! 100.
Need 600 to pass. You got 6. Sorry, Nick.
Stuff. Oh, you're right. I had to switch to Pauline so I could see if her horn sounds like Peter Griffin's laugh.
I think so.
I am hoping so.
Some slots opened up if chat wants to get in.
Yep.
I think the codes were a good idea.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's just another Tom. That's not even
no, straight
super.
up. Yep. It's an older version of me, but it checks out. Just with the same name as well. Someone else with Agent 47 me.
Agent 47 disguised as Agent 47.
There you go. I still love that while I was wearing the me costume and someone was like, who's Agent 47? It's like, great, fantastic, I'm in disguise, perfect.
I literally looked and thought that was Petey Piranha. It's so embarrassing.
Oh, that's brilliant, though. That's so good. Oh my god, I can only wear that outfit while playing as Agent 47 so people think it's Petey Piranha. Rainbow Road? Still got it. Gotta start keeping those tricks closer to my chest.
You know what else is weird in Baten Kaitos? They removed mention of alcohol in the remaster.
What's the game rated?
E.
Maybe
sense. It would have made it E10, I guess? Maybe teen? Yeah, they removed all mention of alcohol. And there was a lot of wine in the first game. And that's the thing, it was all wine. There's beer, but all the items were wine.
I can see where you're getting Peter Griffin's laugh from on this.
Just like the beginning of it, if you just tap it. Don't play the full thing.
Yeah, I hear it. Whoa, that was weird. Might be worth it to take that, take the outside of that jump onto the, onto that half pipe there and that transfer there.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I went in the air a little bit, but got back onto the same track and then, like, skipped over to the other side.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, in the lower, you can get away with it as long as that rail isn't there. And you don't even go up at all if you cut it right.
So close.
Well, I was reading chat. That's why I hit that banana. I swear. Oh, I'm at 12. That's miserable. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, teen rating is hardly a hit. I don't know. Like, that's not as, like, damaging as Zero, as I understand. Oh, that was a really mean bomb. As I understand, Zero rating is a little more, like, more to worry about. Oh my fucking god, I had an 8. I fell
Always
off at
worst.
the half pipe. Because I hit the ring by the skip. If you hit the ring, it bounces you out.
I gotta wonder if that'd be a good, like... It'd be worse for people in first, but, like, people in lower places who might potentially have the items to be able to counter it. Like a warning system to tell you when somebody has the lightning.
Right. Or we can bring back the Wii U gamepad. So you can see everybody's items.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot how good that was.
Yeah, DS as well. I really miss the Wii U gamepad. Like I want Zelda, I want Wind Waker HD, but a part of the thing of Wind Waker HD was using the tablet was so cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Gore, did I hit you? You have to tell me if I hit you with the star.
You know, considering everything, and the fact that we had this in some games, like on the Xbox and whatnot, smartphone compatibility.
Yeah.
Like, just being able to have, like, a companion app that's, like, where it's, like, for games like this especially, you can be able to, like, place it, like in front of you, like on a stand or something, and just to see what everybody's got.
You did, so I didn't feel bad about the bullet bill. Did you hit me with the bullet bill? I don't think either of these... I think we had completely different interactions on our screens.
That's Mario Kart. There is an overall Nintendo companion app, which is vastly inferior to, like, anything else, because it's also the Switch's... the quote-unquote Switch's built-in chat system.
Right.
Like, it had some, it had some like, decent utility, but, like, God,
to work for what Tom was saying, it would have to, like, stream a screen, basically.
Yeah.
Because it would have to be in real time. Which would be an interesting setup. Couldn't do that over Bluetooth. Excuse me.
Speaking of, like, the Nintendo companion app, do you think anybody actually used that to store spirit combinations in Smash Bros?
I didn't know you could do that with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope, I thought of it for, like, replays, I think. But that was about it.
Yeah.
Checking Splatoon, like, rotation, I guess, and also the clothing offer there. Yeah, Splatoon got the most use out of the app.
Oh, 100%.
It still does.
Does Splatoon 3 have,
Yeah, that's all for Splatoon 3.
Okay.
That's checking the stage rotation, the exclusive shop. And updates on how Splatfest is going.
As somebody who made a bunch of, like, custom games for Smash Bros, I hate spirits. They're neat on paper. I like the idea of them kind of being like the stickers from Brawl, but God forbid you want to play online with everybody, and, like, where rarely anybody's gonna have, like, the ones that you need. And to make it balanced, they all have to be the same level.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Yeah. That's miserable. What is it? The new tools you get for Halo Infinite's Forge are insane.
Yeah, like...
Oh, that shit has scripting available to it.
Insane.
There's a lot you can do in it.
I'm thinking, like, if we were to compare, like, the jump from, like, Halo 3's Forge to Halo Infinite's Forge, it would be like going from, like, IRL building blocks to Smash Ultimate's stage builder.
Yeah. Yeah, Infinite's a lot of fun.
Although, it actually wouldn't be that too far of a jump to say it would just be from Brawl's to Ultimate's stage builder, because Brawl's stage builder was god-awful.
Yeah, it was very much lacking.
They have enemy and ally AI. Kind of reminds me of some of the custom stuff you could do in GTA 5.
Mm-hmm.
People have made custom campaigns and firefight maps, all in Forge. Wow.
Yep.
One thing I feel like they really only took advantage... Well, they took advantage of it in, at least in Smash Bros. 3DS, but, like, in Brawl and 3DS, they really took advantage of the fact that Smash Bros. Was a platformer as well as a fighter.
Yeah. Yeah, Smash Run was pretty legendary. Were you contacted at all about the new Nickelodeon All-Stars?
They were gonna send me a game code, and I never got it.
Okay, I didn't even know if they reached out to anyone as much as the first game, because the second one looks very way substantial.
It's weird that they didn't like reach out. That like if they. Well, I feel like they would want to market it more, you know, considering
yeah, exactly, because there's so much more to show off now. And in the same run of having like essentially like a roguelike mode for it, that's a really cool idea. Especially with how fleshed out that or like how much fan service is in that roguelike mode. Seems very cool. Very tempting. If there wasn't a million other releases and things to do, I'd probably pick it up.
No.
But there's a lot I gotta get done. After Baten Kaitos, it's into Star Ocean and Super Mario RPG. I'm hopefully covering those before the end of the year. Super Mario RPG is so well researched, though, that's not gonna be as much of a problem.
It's like the whole thing where it's like gamers are eating well, but it's also like, stop, we're eating too much.
Right. And it's even with some of it getting spaced out, like next year is not slowing down, at least not in January. It's still not slowing down in January.
Jeez.
Persona 3 Reload, Tekken 8, I think there's another Grand Blue game, like all releasing in the same like week apart from each other. And there's more I can't even think of. It's just that Tekken 8 and Persona 3 are on the top of my head. Are you thinking of any more Persona games?
I'll talk to you a little bit after this, but I do got something, something a little bit with Persona.
I am gone. Gotcha. I was thinking about how I would, like, recommending people where they go from 5, since 5 was so... 5 is a lot of start for some people and where they go from there, but I mean... 3 Reload, like... regardless of what's definitive about changes and that whole discussion, it's a lot for someone that played 5. 3 Reload is going to be a lot easier to just recommend to play.
Yeah, somebody sent me like the original Persona. No, it wasn't the original. It was a release of Persona 3 on PlayStation 2.
The original Persona is a very expensive game, so I was gonna say.
It was a release of Persona 3, not Persona 1. FES, yeah, it was FES that they sent me.
Fez, yeah. That's fine. You before the pandemic, you could have still gotten that new off of Amazon for $15.
Jeez.
And Persona 4 PS2 versions, you just got them for $15 off Amazon new.
I think I'm just biting the bullet. I've also got like two of the Xenosaga games. I'm just missing the most expensive one, being the third one.
Right. I will at some point definitely play them. Yeah, Like a Dragon 8 is also in that same window. So I'm gonna have a week to finish a Like a Dragon 8. Those are long RPGs. Like a Dragon 7 is a very long game. So I can imagine 8's gonna be just as long. Gotta speedrun that for the sake of Persona. And Tekken 8 is also within that same window. Yeah, Gaiden's out too. I'll definitely get that played before then, though.
God, what? I just think back to a friend of mine's vlog when he went to E3, where it's just him and my other friend going, "There's not enough time. We have to play more games. There's not enough time. We have to play more games. There's not enough time."
I had to get rid of the red shell. I think that was you I hit with the boomerang.
I'm PD Piranha.
I wasn't looking behind me. I just saw the red shell, but I know I just passed you.
I just hit the question mark box. I didn't even get to see the roulette.
And I feel awful about, like, we were talking about how little time I've had this year, but I haven't. I think a lot of people can still relate, though, that there's just not been enough time to play everything that's going to be a Game of the Year contender. Because like there's Tears of the Kingdom that can go at your own pace, but like Baldur's Gate 3 I haven't finised.
Same. I think I'm somewhere in Act 2.
I
haven't even gotten to the
RE4 remake was still
yet.
a solid game. I didn't get Alan Wake 2, but there's so many good things about it, and from what I've seen cheap play of Alan Wake 1, I would definitely love it. There's just too many other games.
What was the remake you said before?
Remake?
What was the game you said before?
Oh, RE4. RE4.
Was it okay?
Yeah, RE4 was remake was pretty damn good.
Oh,
good time for a star.
No! Bad time to be hit by a bullet.
Did that second bullet pass me? Oh, I thought we were way higher.
I got shot.
I'm not used to passing Tom and Tom not being in first.
That's what happens when you throw. That's what happens when you throw a ton of other people into the mix. It's just like varying the varying skill levels of everybody potentially on the internet.
Yeah, that's what I liked about the matchmaking, though. Do one more.
Yeah, I'm down.
Do one more.
Actually, before we started Mario Kart, I showed chat the More Ordained Cleveland Show mashup. Have you heard that?
I might have.
It's what it says in the tin. It's just a mashup of the Cleveland Show theme with the More Ordained theme.
No, I haven't seen it.
I'll link it to you.
Don't be too loud.
Who do I want to be? I'll be Diddy Kong.
Oh, yes, I have seen this. Yeah.
My name is Cleveland Brown.
Hi, Rita.
Oh, it's so stupid.
Rita wanted to listen
so
to.
Good. You got a good dog there.
Right, Rita?
Someone is playing as Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Oh god, the hat is the mouth, so when they yawn, Mario gets an afro. Are the eyes actually the eyes? I think so. The nose is definitely the nose. Oh, that's cursed.
Rita, why? Yeah, I know you're here. You're also smelly.
Manatee's not much of a cuddler. He likes to lie down between my legs when I go to bed, but like if I invite him up to the couch, he stays there for all of like 5 seconds and then jumps down.
Yeah, if Rita could reach the bed, she would. She likes to. There's a little. Who's delaying us? We're all on PS5. Who's still on PS4?
I ordered a skunk.
I saw.
Love this.
Oh,
thing.
if Rita is, she can be by the bed, or she will sleep on the couch by my desk, and which is what she's on right now. I have the couch and then a ottoman, which is just the right height for her to literally walk and sit next to me, and from arm's length I can pet her.
Aww.
Because she can even put her head up on the desk. It's high enough and close enough. But she likes to at night. She'll lay on the couch just so she can see me.
Aw, that's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
What's the video you made where Rita was on the DDR pad?
Yeah, it was still for Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was about it. She was just playing Smash on a DDR pad.
Was that the entire thing, or was that a skit for something else?
No, that was the whole thing.
Okay.
I think I just like the idea of Rita playing with the dance pad.
She was playing as Duck Hunt, right?
Yeah. The closest color scheme that would color palette that looked like her.
Yeah. That's kind of the same reason whenever I pick Duck Hunt, I'm always like, I'm playing as Banjo and Kazooie.
Mm-hmm. Did you throw a green shell, or was that my own green shell?
It might have been your own. I don't have any.
That was my own green shell. That's really sad. I threw that green shell before we crossed the lap.
Oh no! Came back around and it gotcha!
I feel like they last longer, but maybe that's just been an 8 thing the whole time and I never noticed.
Like Mario Kart 64 and like I'm trying to think of when they introduced like green shells like actually breaking. Might have been Double Dash. I just remember like playing battle mode on Mario Kart 64 and just out of nowhere you get hit by a green shell if you were on like the lower level of a stage. I brought it back a little bit.
Oh, I was gonna talk about the retro tank because I have to use it for Baten Kaitos.
Mm-hmm.
I have to use it because Baten Kaitos, both of them use dithering, which is really weird for a GameCube game to use dithering.
It has I thought a GameCube game would have the color palette to.
Yeah, it totally does.
Is it just that such a massive game they had to reduce the color palette?
It might have just been for the look, but they use it specifically for lighting and like fog effects and transparency. So on a CRT, I guess that still makes sense to use it there. So, but it does that, and Dolphin doesn't do dithering. There's a software renderer for Dolphin that does dithering accurately, but that mode is meant for debugging. That's not meant for actually playing. So that's not like, that won't work. So, and even then, if you play the game in Dolphin, it looks perfectly fine. There is no color banding. It's not a Silent Hill situation. You wouldn't even know that there was supposed to be dithering. That's the problem.
Oh damn!
So I gotta play it on actual hardware.
Yeah.
But it looks phenomenal. So I do use Dolphin as like a reference, just to get it the colors as accurate as possible. The only part where it's suffering is from Wii component cables, since that's not GameCube component cables. So I don't have those because obviously I can't afford that.
Right.
And I thought the component cables I had were official Nintendo ones, but they do have a bit of noise to them. But it's not nearly significant enough to matter.
Yeah.
And the fact that it can do that because it has a low pass filter, the fact that it's still taking that signal and making it look really comparative to emulator is insane.
Yeah, it's like when you showed me, was it Mega Man X you were showing me?
Yeah.
Or something? Yeah, you showed me that screenshot from Mega Man X and you were like, or was it a video? Either way, you showed me something for that. It's like, do you think this is emulator or you think this is on hardware? And like, I could not tell.
Right. Technically emulator, but yeah, that was the PS2 version. Which would, I have component cables for PS2, so that's what I can get to look best.
Yeah, if you want upscaling done right, Retro Tank is the way to go.
Yeah, because it does all of that, and it does it without adding any latency at all. It's really impressive. The thing with it is, like, it's very good if you just, like, plug and play. That's a big part of its purpose, is plug and play. But if you want to get particular with it, and if you want to get granular with it, it has all the raw color settings to adjust on the signal. So it's the default signal isn't like bright enough, but it's able to adjust the brightness levels without adding or losing details. Because it's an analog signal, so the details are there no matter what. It's all really impressive stuff. But yeah, that is a necessity. It's a little, and with manual setups, PS2 will...
I'm sorry. The lightning struck and someone directly behind me had a star, and instead of running me over, they shoved me through the finish line and I finished ahead of them. I still gotta hook my Retro Tank up. I got that 4K model coming out, but it's like $1,000.
I didn't know it was gonna be that high. I didn't see that yet.
I think when they were talking about it, they said that it was gonna be around four figures.
4 figures. I figured it would have been like 500 at most.
We'll see what it's like when it comes out.
We'll see.
Maybe it was like 4 figures at most.
When the PS2 or PS3 output a signal, they do it compressed so that your CRT can stretch it. But that, if you're on a PS3 and you're doing HDMI and it's all digital, it doesn't matter. There's nothing doing the stretch, so it starts out a little bit squashed. And that's why when I was doing Persona 3 last time, I just was able to go with emulator because it was accurate enough. But this time I'll get to use the PS2.
It's so I don't know if it's like a struggle for you, but it feels like it's an uphill battle whenever it's like you're talking about how something looks on a CRT monitor and it's impossible to show off on a capture.
Right. Yeah. There are some good shaders, and we were talking about with the Retro Tank takes advantage of things to get shaders accurate. Because CRTs can handle it themselves of like the same things, the features like an OLED can do, or HDR. CRTs could already have that range. But having the features of like, if you have like an OLED TV and HDR and 4K, you can get very convincing looking CRT scan lines. Because we are at that point where that's possible. I also realized
the 4K one was like that too in a way, right? Because it's 4K, like they could just put the scan lines on there and it doesn't matter because it's already hitting the point that it needs to.
Right. And Mike's been retweeting some of his work showing off the people that are doing the math and figuring out like proper profiles and emulating down to the math of how those CRTs look and replicating off of that.
God damn.
Things like, Sony PVM and all that, and other popular monitors, because they all have a distinct look to them.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at them particularly enough.
I've got a Sony Trinitron, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember like what other model name it could go under because it's got like 2 different like names to it. It's like Trinitron and like something else.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I used to confirm that the robes in Kingdom Hearts were brown.
The my dad had this CRT in his office back at university is one he held on to. And outside of just like, you know, sentiment value, it's just a really good CRT. Really fantastic one.
What make and model is it?
I have no clue. It's not even. It's Emerson brand.
Oh, but like any sort of branding would have been like scratched off or something, or?
No, I just I haven't looked at it, but it's not like noticeable or a brand easy to like discern. It's not in any way notable. It just happens to just be very good in its own right. That's all. But it is Emerson brand, model number I don't know.
Hi, Austin. Ah!
Bye, Tom. Oh yeah, but the 4K also upscales HDMI output, and I was wondering why they did that. But that'd be for consoles like the PS3 or consoles that do
output like 720.
Yeah. So that would be good for the Vita TV.
Oh yeah,
because it would upscale that a little bit better.
I heard,
which is really tricky to do outside of the box.
I heard mixed things. Can the Vita TV play all PS Vita games?
If you mod it.
Okay.
Because otherwise, you just have to get with what you can.
Kicking myself for not picking up one of those when it was on sale while I worked at GameStop.
Yeah, occasionally they go on sale on GameStop's website. Like you have to like watch the page constantly and just wait to see it go in stock, but that's very rare.
The Vita TV. It was a device that it was really marketed.
It was a Vita TV.
Yeah.
It was the Vita hardware. You just plug it into your TV, and it at its lowest, it was sold at retail at $20.
Yep. And it's bumped up in price significantly since then.
Yep. But it's very good, at least for what I'm doing. It's perfect. You have to mod it to get it to do more and to play everything and to also bypass the fucking limits of the proprietary media.
Oh god, yeah, like the Vita TV is a pain in the ass. Let's just leave it at that.
But modding it, there's a lot of potential. Because it can go up to 1080i, which I didn't know for a while, but you can mod that to go out at 1080i, and it looks pretty incredible.
It was made more to be a media device than really like anything else. Like I feel almost like the way like I saw it, it almost seemed like the ability to play Vita games on it was secondary.
Yeah, I mean, and because of the limited internal storage, you couldn't play a lot. There were Vita games you could play that were like compatible, but you wouldn't be able to play them because the internal storage was too low.
Oh no!
What'd you do?
Diddy Kong has retractable teeth!
No.
Yes!
What about Funky? When does Funky put him away? When he gets hit by an item, maybe?
Well, I just did. Does he have a toothy grin in like the entire time?
I can't even like imagine Funky with a closed mouth.
So like with Diddy, like at the start of the race, he's got a closed mouth. Like I went to rear view specifically for this, and then I had him boost, and his teeth popped out. Like he did a closed mouth smile, but like there's that in between where it's like where his mouth opens and his teeth aren't quite there yet.
Now I just want to know about. Now I just want to know about Funky.
Yeah, same here. Every Kong's got retractable teeth.
It runs in the family. Why is it genetics?
God, I'm reminded of that bit from Lazy Purple's Demo Man video where he's like, "Is every sticky bomb its own sticky trap?" And then like he unlocks his third eye. Just that with Diddy Kong's teeth. This is the best and worst day of my life. can't believe we found this out at the very end of the stream.
Right? Now what do we do with this knowledge?
Oh, you know what I have to do is that I gotta take the clip from this, like, and slow it down.
Yeah.
And put it on social media. Everybody needs to know.
Did you? I put a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot of time in, but during the quiz segment of the One Among Us pod, in that last Among Us pod I uploaded, look at that clip for the quiz when you were quizzing them about blue food.
Oh yeah. I pulled that punchline from Randy Feltface. Mm. He's doing a bit about his like someone in his family was like, oh, my son can't have blue food. It's like, can you name an actual blue food? Some of the audience says blueberries, and he shouts them blueberries are fucking purple.
Well, not wrong. We did it.
I have to play one more race to see if Funky Kong has retractable teeth. Yeah, what is Funky Kong's default state?
I feel like it's mouth open, teeth out.
Let's see. Single player. I think battle would be the best way to show this, because I can... Yeah, he's always smiling. Man, I wonder if he closes his mouth at all. So Funky Kong, if he doesn't actually have retractable teeth, he's the most normal out of all of them. His mouth is, wait, hold on. His mouth is closed at the start of the race.
Oh god.
No, his don't retract. He just opens his mouth like a normal ape.
Huh. They're always out. What about when he gets hit?
I just quit. Oh, hold on.
I want to know what happens when he gets hit. Yeah, GG's Delta. That was a lot of fun. I will do a proper sign off in a moment, but I am invested in seeing this too.
Yeah. It doesn't. Do Donkey Kongs in this game? Yeah. Okay. Donkey and Funky seem to be based off the same model.
Right.
Actually, hold on. I want to see something real quick before.
I mean, they're gone in his portrait, in DK's portrait.
They are. I guess we can kind of conclude, like, with at least in terms of Mario Kart, if the animations are like carried over to Funky Kong. then it would apply to DK, at least in this game. I can't wait for them to expand the amount of emote slots I have so I can have a Diddy Kong teeth emote! What if you have retractable teeth? I wouldn't be. I'm not aware of it if that's the case. Let me see. It's really hard to tell because he's like flashing and like going all over the place here.
No, don't look like they
doesn't look like
me.
it. Yeah.
Wow.
I need to get a better look at this. Is it just Diddy? When I boosted, yeah, like, I mean, I got witnesses, man. Yeah, he doesn't. Okay, he just opened his mouth. He doesn't have teeth.
Huh.
For Diddy, he doesn't have teeth when he like opens his mouth like normally. I'm so vexed. I'm so angry. Oh, where's paging Alex Rochon? We need another verse of that DK rap about teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't really. Oh my god! You just saw what I did there for a little bit. That would. Oh man, I need to get a mushroom. Like I did a small boost and his mouth opened just ever so slightly.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, I need a mushroom. Do I need to, like, not have as
Oh,
many
I saw him there
balloons?
when he dropped the banana. He does a grin.
Yeah. So yeah, so it is like the same principle as like the Mario Party Donkey Kong model.
Though when he does, yeah, when he drops an item, it's kind of hidden.
Right, because he
But when he
opens
boosts,
his mouth,
it's
because he
very
opens his mouth,
obvious.
closes his mouth, and then grins.
Yeah.
I somehow hit Mario. Give me. No, that's a bomb.
It's like he knows it's not a social norm.
I gotta break him of this habit, man. I have to like get hit again because I need like. Is it because I'm in the lead that I'm not getting a mushroom? Like, I just need a mushroom, dude.
I would think it would be harder to use a mushroom in
Fireball.
battle.
I keep hitting people by mistake. I'm winning this when I'm trying to get hit. Yeah, it probably is hard to get a mushroom in a battle mode, but it's the only way I can stay still without the game kicking me out.
You just go into time trial.
That's true.
Would it just start you with mushrooms?
Oh yeah, well, I could just do that. Either way, the boost is what was doing it.
Right.
Okay, oops. Single player. Time trial. This freak. Let's see. Simple stage, we'll just do Mario Circuit. Solo race, I don't want to race against a ghost. I did every ghost race, like, to completion on Mario Kart 8 for Wii U. I'm not doing it again here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they pop out and pop back in.
God, they like shrink.
Yeah, it's the same as Donkey Kong's in Mario Party Superstar.
Like they're not just going back into the gums, they're vanishing.
Oh, it's kind of hard to tell with that because like he leans down if I'm not pressing the accelerator.
Yeah.
Let's get to another straightaway.
They thought we wouldn't notice. What were they thinking?
The worst part is that like when they shrink, they like it's not like a one like a single dimension that's being scaled. It's like the entire thing is being scaled down, so his teeth like jut inwards back into his mouth. Oh, the tooth hurts.
Funky is a genetic freak. He is not normal. The numbers don't.
I hate this knowledge we've come across. It is cursed. I wouldn't mind, like, I'd love to, like, try to get one of these without like, the hat having a shadow over it, but it's, like, impossible. That's interesting. In any other normal gameplay where you're racing against other cars, Lakitu will turn you around eventually if you're going the wrong way for too long.
Right. He has no incentive to help you in time trial.
Yeah, not at all.
Not unless it's to prevent death.
I don't know why this visual is really funny to me. Of Diddy going in reverse.
Oh, you could just key him out there and make him back up into something else.
Oh my god, when he turns right while he's reversing, he opens his mouth, and when he turns left, he grins. I hate this face. when you're turning right. Ah!
Why did Matt want this character?
Oh my god. Oh, thank you for the gifted sub to the tooth hurts.
Yeah, it could not be good for them to do this much retracting.
No, not at all.
this wouldn't happen to King Bob-omb. Unfortunate.
That's true.
Maybe the next game.
My Hail Mary for any Mario Kart game at this point is Diddy Kong Racing Tracks. It's never going to happen, but I would love it.
Yeah, if the course design gets wild enough in 9, they can get away with it.
Yeah. God damn it! Thank you for letting me invade your game, Austin.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm gonna go sign off and cry.
I will as well. I'm not gonna cry, but...
We'll go ahead and just sign off. I'll talk to you later.
Yep, talk to you later.
See you. Go check out Austin over on Go to Bedcast. Check out his YouTube channel, Austin SV, where he does port reviews. He's a good friend of mine. He's also one of my editors. I'm so upset. Who's live that we can curse with this knowledge? Bingo! Thank you for the gifted sub to The Tooth will set you free. The only thing that can make me feel better is skunk. Check out derp tiles as well, because that's how I... Let's curse Austin. He knows about it. I've cursed him with this knowledge. This seems like a good person to curse with this knowledge. If you have the Tom Teeth emote, use it. We're gonna raid Matt Bragg, who's currently doing a Pokemon Stadium 2 rental randomizer. Which means it's guaranteed that he's having a bad time. So the fact that we're gonna be dropping this cursed tidbit of knowledge on him is only gonna make it worse. So be sure to give him some of that Tommyness love, and I'll see you all back here on Sunday for Pokemon Infinite Fusion Randomizer. Later. Quagsire only.